I was born and raised Catholic for the most part. My family raised me up going to Sunday Mass. So I always had a relationship with God and the Lord. I think when I started coming into my teens, really, you become a little bit more rebellious. You want to learn who you are. You want to try to see what your boundaries are and push the limits a little bit. So by the time college rolled around, I was in a place where I felt like I personally had hit rock bottom. You know, cheating on people, like lying to people, doing stuff that, you know, I mean, in and of itself is like, it's all about me. And that hurt me, man, because when I was a kid, I always wanted to help people. You know, I always wanted to do the right thing and kind of just be a positive influence on kids. So when I came into the faith, I got influenced by a lot of people. My Muslim roommate, you know, I saw him practicing his faith. A couple of my Protestant friends, like I saw them practicing their faith, and it was like, dude, like I got to step up, you know. And so naturally, like I researched and I sought out Catholicism. I just fell in love with the faith. I fell in love with a person, you know, Jesus Christ, and everything flowed from that. My music, my lifestyle, you know, my prayer, obviously, the way that I was, the way that I dressed, the way that I spoke, and then it's still me. But essentially, I want to be a fuller me, and the fullest you can be, I know, is to be Jesus Christ incarnate, without losing your own persona, you know. So that's what this is about, you know. It's not about trying to put up a game or a front or trying to be a Christian rapper, or trying to sound like this person. It's just me with my faith, and I'm showing it to everybody. Just like Lil Wayne talks about like his things, like I talk about my things, you know. So my experience with Padrecito Ministries has been very positive. For me, this is definitely like a mission. It's not about glorifying myself or doing this music for fulfillment. Rather, it's for a directed purpose. And when we met up with Father and try to collaborate on projects, I always feel like the center is always is the faith, you know, is the prayer, is the relationship, first with God and then with the people around us. So for me personally, like it just legitimizes and concretizes what it is to be an authentic Christian in this hip-hop world. There's not a lot of people doing this, and frankly, there's not many people doing this who claim to be Catholic. So historically speaking, like rap has always been associated with moving people from an oppressed state onto like being free to express themselves. I really believe that hip-hop is such a strong art form because it combines, you know, the poetry, like kind of like the preaching essentially, like the records that you hear are like preaching from the streets. Like, this is what I believe, this is what I'm for, this is what you need to believe too. And then gravitating to the materialism and the worldly things like through that, and then actually listening to like Christian artists like Lecrae and Trip Lee, like I'm like, man, there's got to be more, and that really like helped me reflect. So from a personal standpoint, like hip-hop has played a huge role in my life, and if I can convey that and use the talents that God has given me, like to be able to gift that to other people, like that's more than a blessing, man. Like that's definitely something that I see is powerful. It's relevant, like it's touching a lot of masses, like universally. I definitely believe in it, you know. I definitely think it's important, and the people that need to hear it are the most oppressed. The people that need to hear it are the most poor. The people that need to hear it are the ones who are suffering the most, and I definitely think that's the urban culture, you know.